Hey friends, welcome back. S'more here bringing you a quick 7 days to die GNA mod tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to go over where to find the GNA mod and then specifically some tips and tricks that I have learned over the past few weeks for Horde mode. So grab yourself something delicious to drink, join me, and let's get going. Alright friends, so real simply, real quick, you're going to go to 7daytodiemodlauncher.org. You're going to click on the download, and then your browser will, of course, say, scan it, do whatever you need to do. Don't just blindly download things from the internet. But download it, and when you are done, all right, so you'll have a starting splash screen here, and you'll have a whole list of mods. Guys, check all these mods out. I mean, here's True Survival, War of the Walkers, a lot of these popular ones that we've seen both myself and other YouTubers, take on. Ravenhurst. I haven't tackled hardly any of these, and there's so much great content here. Do yourself a favor, check all of it out. We're looking specifically for Horde Mode. And I'm currently playing the test version, but you'll select this guy, and then I believe this will say Install Mod. Let's see. Here you go. So you'll click Install Game Copy, and then you'll actually close the mod window. You'll close the mod launcher window here, open it up again after you've installed the game copy. And then at the splash screen, you should have the mod here. And then you always launch from here, and then I always launch from the mod launcher, specifically from the splash screen. So when the game starts up, it's going to look pretty straightforward. Let's call this new seed Toot, and then you'll just want survival single player, and then random gen. This is kind of what I understand the mod to be built around. If you're just starting, I would recommend at least a 50 or 60 minute day. I believe though it's actually meant for 90 minutes to give us the size horde each night that the mod author intended. The rest of this is just however you want to do it. The airdrops will drop. I always have cheat mode enabled by default just in case something happens in this alpha game, even with mods, but I typically don't use it. After that, go ahead and click start. Alright friends, when the game boots up, you will be sent to the center of the map automatically. No need to travel here. You're going to click on Horde Mode or read this bad boy. Accept, and you will get 50,000 dukes, a backpack, and your beacon. Backpack is awesome. Plop it down wherever you want. I wish the vanilla game came with this backpack. It's entirely randomly generated, and let's see, we got some decent scrap armor right up front. We probably won't need the puffer coat. We have a few pills, and the first aid kits are huge. The beaker's not a big deal. What we don't have are exploding crossbow bolts, and but those 3 bullet hold, we can call them 3-star, so to speak, grade, this military grade 12 gauge shotgun shell, excellent. The shotgun, less so. After we accept all of that, we need to kind of figure out what sort of a base we're going to do. To keep this simple, I am actually going to just plop the beacon down so we can discuss beacon. We'll talk base strategy at the end of the video. The beacon is massive, guys. So what is that? 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 36 blocks. So if you're going to support it, you need to really make sure that the structural integrity under the beacon is important. In fact, I have some linked videos down below to my own series of me playing this mod, and in one of those videos, it's a shorter video, and if you watch it, you will see why. It has to do with the beacon and structural integrity. So the disposal unit acts as a selling point. Pretty straightforward there. The supplies cache, this is everything that's not a block that you can place. And it's going to have a lot of really good stuff, and it's going to have some other less good stuff. This is all randomly generated. So if the RNG gods are not kind to you, this is going to hurt. But I don't see exploding crossbow bolts. I don't see a stellar weapon right offhand. And believe me, while we have 50,000 dukes, that will go quick when we start building. Lastly, we have the building cache up top, and this is going to help all of your building. Oh, that is a short list too. Yikes. So what I don't see in this one are any rebar frames. Oh, man. We have flagstone and we have cobblestone, so I guess we could upgrade that to cobblestone brick. But that's probably as far as we would go with this particular randomly generated beacon stock. So guys, we've gone over how to where to find the mod and how to install it. We've gone over the very basic beginning game mechanics. So the goal here is to survive as many Horde nights as you can, and every night is Horde night, just like how every day should be leg day, only sometimes we skip. This mod doesn't skip. Every night is Horde night. They get progressively harder, and your first one will kick you in the pants, so just heads up. I suggested at least a 60-minute day. Keep in mind that the longer of the day length that you have, the more time you have to prepare for the Horde, but of course the longer the nighttime is that you're going to have to endure the Horde. This mod author will throw things like irradiated Molotov puking zombie cops at you. Literally, the cop will projectile puke multiple Molotovs that will just light you on fire. Like, immolate. Blah. Done. Having said all that, guys, let's discuss overall strategy and base construction. Now, had I been just a little bit more patient, I could have dropped this right in the middle of this nice grassy patch here, almost like it was meant for the beacon. Once the beacon is placed in the rough center of this grassy patch, we could have built a fairly formidable cobblestone wall all the way around. With a 90-minute day length, you can do that before the hordes get here. Your first day, solid walls, an anti-spider zombie overhanging eave of some sort. I like iron bars, but there's a few different ways that can be done. Figure out what you're going to be killing quickly with, because that is the name of the game. Eventually, the horde count will get so high and so powerful that no matter what defenses you set up, they will just steamroll you. I think I've made it to night 6. That's as far as I've gotten. And in some run-throughs, I don't get past the first night if I'm trying a particular weird base build idea. I love trying all sorts of new stuff that I never see anyone else do with this particular mod. I'm really enjoying it. Exploding crossbow bolts, military quality ammunition for the actual hordes. Conserve your ammo during the day if you can. You will get random wandering hordes. There will be randomly running zombies during the day, and there will be random puking zombies and irradiated zombies during the day as well. Of course, I liked the Molotov cocktails. If you can start stacking dots between that and electrified fence and some sort of bleed damage from barbed wire or barbed wire fence, I think those are all great. Things like turrets and the spinning blade traps will add a considerable amount of lag to your machine. So you can see that we have a quest right there. And so basically, every certain amount of zombies you kill, you get a Duke's reward. And you do level up the same. I believe that the amount of skill points everything takes has not been changed. So guys, here's a good example. It's day 1, and we have stumbled upon an irradiated cop. I can't tell from here if he'll puke at us or not. I really just want to get this last final kill so you guys can see the quest reward dukage. So we got 3,000 for the first 10, and he will puke at us. Let's go over leveling real quick. So you're going to level the same, and then some things to keep in mind. Whatever weapon you choose, I'm a fan of the shotguns, but whatever weapon you choose, make sure to spec heavily and get all the perks for it. You want to be level capped for your weapon by night 3, hopefully no later than night 4. And you want to have all of the perks that go with it too. Quicker Crafter is always nice. So is Sexual Tyrannosaurus for the sprinting. Here is Vendineer, which is a new one, so definitely check that out. Looks like you just get better stuff. I haven't even messed with this, and this is probably just for the test version that hasn't been released officially all the way yet. But YouTubers like myself, we are testing it. The Fixer is also an excellent perk. If you find a really, really nice weapon, you're going to repair it 4 or 5 times a night, easy. And if you don't have a high Fixer perk rating, you're going to burn through that weapon real quick. And who knows what the RNG gods are going to bless or curse you with on the next night. The loot inside your beacon will refresh every night at midnight. You can, with longer days, if you wanted to, I'm sure you could get into ammo crafting. It's all provided here. As you can see, there is the 50 BMG, the 357, and then there are 20, 12, and 10 gauge shells for their own respective shotguns. So when you purchase a shotgun, before you even push the button to buy it and spend those dukes, make sure you know what gauge it is. I think that's everything I can think of off the top of my head. If you guys have played this mod and I've missed anything, make sure to put it in the comment section below so that everybody else can benefit from your knowledge as well in this tutorial. And with that, guys, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Check out my series. If you enjoy the rest of the channel, maybe consider subscribing. Leave a like and comment with your knowledge. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.
Thank you for watching more. Like, choose a type. For more, like, comment, share, subscribe for more.